Hey guys, Dr. John here. I just wanted to talk about Halloween. Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. I think it's the best holiday of the year. But there's a few things we want to remember for our pets. So the number one thing, making sure we don't get into the candy bowl. Xylitol fake sugar can be pretty toxic to animals. We want to keep them away from that. All the holiday treats, Halloween treats that are special for dogs. I've seen animals get really sick, get pancreatitis, gastroenteritis. Their intestines just aren't used to it, and some animals are super sensitive. So we want to avoid that. And then also, I've seen a lab one time, got into a bowl of candy, scarfed it down so quick, he vomited up. When we made him vomit, he vomited up whole intact candy bars. So those would have turned into a foreign body if we hadn't got those out in time. And then we do want to make sure they have their ID. So if they're getting anxious about trick-or-treaters, people knocking on the door, they panic or they're outside and they don't have an ID collar on, they're not microchipped, they're not going to be able to easily get back to you. So that's something we want to make sure as well, that they have an ID. Next is Halloween decor. That could include your little lights that you have that have batteries in them. Of course, we don't want animals playing with batteries or eating batteries. Pumpkin, if we eat an entire pumpkin, that could make us pretty sick. If we're eating big chunks of it, that could turn into a foreign body. That's going to be something we don't want to deal with. Let's see, also candles, especially if they're real candles. Fire in animals doesn't go well. All that kind of stuff, especially string and cats. If there's any string type decor, we want to keep cats away from that because string foreign bodies are pretty deadly in cats. Dogs as well, but we normally see that one in cats. Costumes, this is a big one. Here in Florida, we want to make sure that the animal's not overheating in the costume. I remember a couple Halloweens ago, I was sweating pretty bad just in a regular costume. If we're a brachycephalic breed, we want to make sure we're not overheating, we're not getting too hot. That could be a pretty big deal in some of the brachycephalic breeds. Let's see. And so we talked about temperature, comfort. We want to make sure that costume's comfortable. It's not wearing on the armpit and causing a rash, anything like that. And then anxiety about that costume. Some animals do not like having clothes or costumes or stuff like that. We're gonna wanna not cause extreme anxiety. If your dog or cat has anxiety about people knocking on the door, maybe not hand out candy that year, we can also think about anxiety medications, Xanax and Trazodone. Those are all great anxiety medications if we have anxiety about people knocking on the door. And lastly, about costumes, make sure it doesn't choke the airway. It's not impeding the airway whatsoever, impeding our ability to breathe, any of that. Otherwise, guys, just have a wonderful Halloween, my favorite holiday of the year. Hopefully you guys have Halloween parades and all the candy in the world and amazing costume parties. Just be safe out there. All right, you guys have a great day.